You probably heard this story. Google, this is a rumor. But I want you to just entertain it for a second. Google might be interested in buying Tesla. What? Wow. That's crazy. And they're saying if Google did buy Tesla, that the share price could be $8,000. What? Per share? What are we doing here? And then it also says, now we are getting silly. So that does feel silly to me. That's a lot of money for a share. You're a big investor, Will. You never paid $8,000 for a share. I doubt you ever will.
No.
This speculation, Tesla stock has been gangbusters. That's what they say on Bloomberg. It's the title of the hit show, Gangbusters. Tesla stock is just going up. You see that right there? That's one day. That's one day. Look at a year to date. Look at a 1 year. Okay? Sure, give it a 5 year. Why not? Look at a 5 year. All right? What is going on with Tesla right now? You know what I think it is? I think it's the hit track that Elon put out. Mm-hmm. What was the chorus in that song? Don't doubt your vibe. Don't kill your vibe. Go with your vibe. See, he's going with his vibe, and all of a sudden he's got $782 per share at the moment. Banana Town, as far as I'm concerned. They say if a deal like this goes through, Will, it could make, look at this, listen to this, all right? I'm about to blow your mind. Tesla's market value, okay, hang on a second. Let's just go back. Google has in the past been interested in Tesla. And for those of you that are thinking, wait, where's the crossover? Google invested in Waymo, the self-driving tech, and they're marching around Silicon Valley. Well, not marching, they're rolling with those vehicles for a while now. And they even put out, what was that little Google car? You remember that one?
Yeah, the cute one.
The little cute one. So they're goofing around, and they have been. And it does seem, with the map tech and the autonomous and the tech company, that little one, it just seems like a Google thing. And now, granted, when companies get as big as Tesla is right now, the original time that Google was interested in Tesla, the valuation of Tesla was around $5 billion. I want you to take a guess today what the valuation of Tesla is. What the market value?
200.
200 billion?
Yeah.
My goodness. What do we do?
Did I get it right?
130. That's a massive improvement, but not enough for Willie Doo because he runs drives a hard bargain. He's a big business type of guy. If he invests $5 billion today, in 2 years he wants 200. That's the way Willie Doo does business.
Nothing less.
So 130 today, but the value ultimately realized by Google could be 1.5 trillion. That's more than 10 times higher than today's valuation. And in theory, it would make Tesla the most valuable publicly traded company in America.
It's bigger than Amazon and Apple.
Oh, God. Dude, you're into the T's, you're into the trillions. I know you thought back in the day when you started talking about billions, you thought it was a wrap. And then now, when you talk about a potential merger like this, acquisition, whatever it would be, you're well into those T's. You're into those T's now. My goodness. Now, it's just a rumor. Let's not get too carried away, but to me, it does make some kind of sense. I remember there was a rumor once upon a time that Apple would be interested in Tesla. I've talked about this before, Will, how, I'm into automotive content. I'm into the space a little bit. When Tesla happened, it really was this critical point when it started to pick up steam. A critical point in the sense that now automotive had the opportunity to really cross that line into technology. Not a nice nav system, not a blind spot monitoring system, but a fully electric thing without a combustion engine with an autopilot on it, even though autopilot is not exactly autopilot yet. But you look at that thing now, and I understand it has tires and wheels, and I understand that it'll get you from A to B. But I want to ask you sincerely, Will, when you look at that object, do you see a motor vehicle or do you see a piece of technology? I mean, you might as well utilize the increase on your microphone for a big question like that.
Can I say just both?
Oh, man, you're going to be a fence sitter. You're going to be a fence sitter. I did give you the whole build up. and then you're gonna sit your butt squarely on the fence. Which, by the way, it's a pointy fence, so I don't recommend you sit on it.
I would say for the whole experience,
Tesla, let's go.
it's
Let's go one.
definitely software.
Let's go-
definitely AI.
Let me go one step further. If you see the logo, the Tesla logo, do you see a tech company?
I do see a tech.
Now, if you
company
see a
over
Ford,
a
if you see a Ford logo, do you see a tech company?
no,
No, you don't. So it just, I'm just saying, and of course I've experienced this as well, just being in the space, making content myself, covering Tesla a little bit on this show here. Just the crossover interest level implies to me, and the popularity of the Cybertruck, which it's just a different fan base. It's not your traditional hardcore automobile types, but your tech fans are also Tesla fans, and you see the crossover anecdotally in your social sphere all the time.
and they utilize social media very well.
You're talking about Elon.
Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely. So anyway, that is where you start to have these conversations, and even though this is a rumor and it sounds outlandish given the figures, that's where these things start to make a bit of sense. I understand people are traditionally a little leery of the big companies like Google. Like they're going to go in there and screw it up type of thing. But you can imagine a future in which Google and Tesla could work together in a better way. You could imagine that, given their core competencies. Now, I'm not saying I want that to happen. There's probably Tesla fans out there like, no way, man. No way. But you know, Will, it seems like Elon can burn unlimited amounts of money because making cars is hard and expensive. Google has some money, Will. I don't know if you
they
heard.
do. Yes,
Google has some money just sitting there, burning a hole. So if it could advance the whole thing, if that could, you just pump that into the engine, maybe you don't have to buy the whole thing. I don't know. Maybe there's a way. They're probably already invested. I don't know. Anyway, so that's the speculation, pure speculation. We're on barons.com, and they say still companies worth more than 100 billion don't usually get taken over for 100% premiums. Anything is possible. More than half of Alphabet voting stock is controlled by Larry Page and Sergey Brin. Class B Alphabet shares have 10% or have 10 votes to 1 vote for Class A stock. So this basically means that both Larry Page and Sergey Brin can make the call pretty much on their own, even though they're no longer chairman and they kind of are chilling. For something like this, they can basically make the call. So it's a lot of power. What is that? No one man can have all this power. What's that from? Is that Kanye?
Kanye.
Okay. All right. There you go. Well, they do. They are two men and they have all that power. So what do you think about that, Kanye? No, he's right, though. It could be too much. Absolutely.
Yeah.